Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel.
You ready? You know. First, I want to say, man, you did great. You held your own. First of all, you held your own.
God damn,
13. You are very strong. You're a strong black woman. You understand what I'm saying? You got this. So I know a lot of people want to know some things. I want to know how you felt when you finally saw the clip when the girl said they had sex. Because remember, I was hoping I was on his side. You remember, I wanted him not to be that person. You did. But since you saw it, how you felt? Like, real talk. Like, let these people know how you feel, because this is all you. You did. Like, you got to give them that word. So how you felt about it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was the way it was brought to me. He had to tell me, or they was gonna tell me. He told me. But when I actually saw it for myself, when y'all saw it, that is embarrassing. He was just, it looked like he was trying to pray she didn't say nothing. Then when the cat came out the bag, that's when it was over with. But I just was like, wow. I was hurt.
I don't know.
As soon as she said it, I was hurt.
You know, I don't know why you had your Vaseline and your All-Stars ready. You did. You already know what was gonna happen. You know, man. You know, a lot of people hit me up in my inbox about you. A lot of people might been hitting me up in my inbox, and they wanted to know. You know, they be asking me, "You cool with her? Why did she stay so long? Why?" They asking me. I was like, I'll ask her so you can hear, because they on here now. I see them on here. You know.
Well, the answer to that is, and people are gonna think I'm retarded, and I don't care at this point. But when it's 14 years on and off, we gonna do this train ride one more time, okay? I was 19 years old. The person I am today as a 34-year-old is who I wasn't when I was 19. Okay, so I was probably moving around too. And even if he said he wasn't doing nothing, in the back of my head, just because he was older, I thought he was. So I never really took it that serious. Then when I graduated, went overseas for 6 years. I mean, that is obviously where we were more often on, but we were still dating.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, with that being said, it's just like we were off and on. When we first got together, he already had a daughter. When I was overseas, you know, obviously I would come home to visit sometimes. But the thing is, he had the two kids. He had the two kids when we weren't together. So if we weren't together, you can't judge somebody. I was dating other men. He was obviously doing what he was doing. So all these women that's coming out the woodworks wanting to talk about when they was with him X, Y, and Z, who cares? I don't see none of my exes coming out the woodworks because they know better, for one.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we still cool. We got a good relationship with my exes, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like y'all beating y'all head y'all are killing yourself trying to figure out why I decided to be with someone that at the time, you know, I felt like knew me, understood me. I didn't know anything. No, I never really thought anything. As a woman, you're going to always think the dude is doing something just because I was in a whole different country. Matter of fact, I was in 5 different countries in 6 years. So, I mean, I was never really home. Then when I came home, let's work on it. Let's see what we're going to do. All I want is somebody to do right. Just do right.
Yeah,
like,
you know,
for this show to happen.
Yeah, you know, like I tell girls all the time, they think just because I be preaching on Mondays, I tell them I ain't no preacher or no pastor. But I want to tell you something. You got to get you a good dog. What I mean by a good dog, you have to get you know, when you first get your puppy, they pissing and shitting all on the floor. What you do? You got to spank them and train them. You got to get you a good dog to where you train them, you dig? And that's just real talk. I want to know real talk.
I trained him because, listen, he knew, right? He knew that at the end of the day, when I dealt with other people, he knew what they did to me, so he should know better. So now he's on national television. You gonna wait till these cameras come out to act a fool, and then I mean, I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, I'm a human being, so I never physically saw nothing. It took for me to do the show for this girl to sleep with him, for it to happen. But she need to understand something, because she probably watching. I don't have no problem with you, because if it wasn't you, it was someone else. So get that out your head. And the comments that you're making, oh, she would have stayed with him even if she knew we slept together. That's not true. You don't know me. So the information you get from this is not Lex. It's not Big Lex. Okay?
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's Team Lex, Big Lex. Big Lex out here. So
let me ask you, do you really, you know what? You're going to get on Wendy Williams soon, or the real, you dig? So be ready for it.
It really is, though.
Be ready. So make sure you don't give them all the juice, but make sure you let these people know some real stuff. Like, I want to know, do you really think you got closure now? Real talk. You know, me and you, we cool. So we never beefed or nothing. I just want to know, do you feel like you really got closure?
I do feel like I had closure. Based off some interviews, people keep saying, why do I take calls from Darion? Like, Darion a call, and if you want to apologize, I'll let him apologize. You got to understand, as a human being, you know, people make mistakes, and he was just embarrassing the hell with the reunion. And for me, I'm just the bigger person all the time. Right. I don't have to accept what he did, but, you know, I'm not going to ever forget. We got a lot of history when it comes to friendships and just our families in general. So it's a situation like something go wrong. I hope nothing go wrong. I pray for him the best, but I mean, we're not getting back together. So it just is what it is.
Oh yeah, that's official? Like it's a wrap. So people want to know, is it a wrap? Because you can talk. Let me tell you something. Girls like to talk that noise, but they come back if that meat good. If they got that good jug, they come back. So let me know. I'm telling you. Look, see?
My thing is, I would be lying if I didn't be honest with myself and just telling y'all, like, we have a lot of history. Now, him nutting up on that reunion, the reason is so funny because him and her were never in a relationship. Even on that reunion. He did all that because he was mad at me. That's the problem. He did all that because he was mad at me, and he called me and apologized. That's why he called and apologized, because this reunion was about to air. But I already lived the reunion. So, but I'm up here looking at her like, why y'all acting like y'all in a relationship? Y'all ain't even in no relationship. But okay, we gonna play stupid. I don't care. It's not gonna change nothing.
What you think is worse, being public embarrassed or being lied to behind closed doors?
Both.
What's the word?
From the other, because if you being lied to behind closed doors, the trust ain't there. And then you embarrass me in public, that's just 10 times worse. It's like,
damn.
It's just retarded. But I mean, people need to understand, I gotta watch this every week. I can't say stuff. They up here like she's delusional. No, I'm just not allowed to say anything. So, you know, I had to literally wait till the reunion. Let me tell y'all something which y'all don't know.
It's over now, Lex.
Tell them.
I tried to quit the show 3 times. That's how serious I'm done I was with it. I tried to quit the show 3 times.
They don't know. People think this be fake. Listen, they don't know this shit is really real. People be like, they always still to this day ask me, was it real? I be like, hell yeah. Fucking right, it was real. Like, we really go through this. You dig? So I'm going to ask you, all these women that's watching and they love you, and I'm reading the comments, man, they really do, you know, on your team. That's why I got it on you, dig? So what advice or some insights you would tell these women about anything, about what you went through? I mean, just talk to them.
I would say trust your gut. Sometimes everything that's peaches and cream ain't peaches and cream. You don't have to be a detective. You don't have to go through people's phone or play investigator. But I would say, especially because it's 2021 now and social media is something else, like, trust your gut. If you can't have that real honesty conversation with your partner and they not get mad, it's a problem. If they get mad, you might as well just disagree something going on.
I'm going to say one thing. Actions speak louder than words.
Yes.
Niggas and women say a lot of words sometimes, but watch how they move. And most of the time, the way that they're moving, if it's not respectful, leave it.
You know what? I tell people all the time, leave that shit. But guess what? It's really some good men out here, you dig? Like, we really.
I agree with that.
And you know, and you gonna find it. Like, it'll be live if you had got your own show. You know what I'm saying? The love of Lex was that sound real right. You dig? Oprah need that type of love. You need to tell these people on here right now to go hit a Will Pack or Oprah, whoever they can reach out to and say, look, y'all saw what happened to me. I really want love. Like, you really want love. Like,
yeah, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I just want to be happy.